कारण एक महिने मरचे पयलीं एक म्हयनो ताणें आपलें मत ह्या काँग्रेस संबंदी आनी पाळी मतदारसंघाच्या विकासा संबंदी तो एकदम बेजार आशिल्लो आनी ताणें हे उद्गार काडिल्ले की बाबा आपल्या कडेन ह्या पक्षाक रावपाचें ही ताजी मॅसेज म्हणजे सत्ताधारी पक्ष असून सत्ताधारी पक्षाचो आमदार असून पाळीचो विकास जायना हें तातूंत ताणें नमूद केल्लें हेंच लोकां पर्यंत बाबा अशी तरेची पाळीची परिस्थिती आसा दाखयात तुमी विकास कितें केलो तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी हो सीट परत आपल्या ताब्यात हाडटलो पाळीची जनता भारतीय जनता पार्टीक हो विजय दितली अशी आशा आसा आनी मेजॉरिटीन हो सीट भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिखतले.
The Mapsa police arrested 8 Russians on charges of rioting and assaulting cops near the Mapsa police station on Tuesday. The Russians claimed that they were preachers of the Russian-based international organization Krishna Bhavan Mrit Sangh.
The incident occurred when a group of Russians dressed in saffron were seen marching along the main streets of Mapsa, chanting the mantra Hare Rama Hare Krishna. This led to the traffic congestion on the narrow roads in Mapsa and prompted a few citizens to inform the Mapsa police. A police team led by PSI Tulsidas Davaskar and head constable then rushed to the site and tried to stop the Russians who retaliated. Police constables Sushant Choptekar and Prabhakar Parab suffered injuries in the ensuing melee. Speaking to Goa365, PSI Tulsidas Davaskar told us about the incident.
हरे कृष्णा हरे राम म्हणून रस्त्यार नाचता आनी ट्राफीक सगळें ब्लॉक केला आनी हो पब्लिका हांगा झगडटा म्हणून आमी इंटरवेन जाले आनी तांकां सांगलें तुमी जिपेन बसा आनी रस्तो हें करा तितक्यान तेणी आमच्या त्या पुलिसांक एकट्याक धुकलो ते पब्लीक भितर जे आसले न्हू ते भितर इंटरवेन जाले आनी तेंच्यांनी तांकां हें करपाक पुश करपाक आनी मारपाक स्टार्ट केलें म्हणटकूच आमी तांकां आडयले आमी जर तांकां आडयना जाल्यार पब्लीक तांकां आनी अदीक चड बडयताले हाडले कित्याक जाणा हे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम म्हणून हांगासले आमचेच हे इवन हे आमकांच शिकयता हे आनी सगळे थोडे जाण बुकां वाडटाले आनी कितें करताले अशें करताले बुकां वाडटाले पूण हांकां बुकां ती मराठीन आसा पूण हांकां मराठी येना आनी इंग्लिशूय सारकी येना आनी एकूच म्हणटा हरे कृष्ण हरे राम.
Fed up with the nuisance created by the illegal hutments in their locality, the residents of Murida Fatoda carried out a morcha to the Marga Municipal Council on Tuesday, demanding that immediate action be taken against the illegal structures.
Around 100 villagers of Murida Fatoda who gathered at the site pointed out to the unhygienic conditions at the site. The villagers also alleged that the paddy fields were being destroyed by the garbage being dumped by the migrant laborers in the fields.
हांगा बिल्डरान जायते इलिगल मायग्रंट्स हाडून दवरल्या लेबरर्स हाडून दवरल्या आनी ते आमचे वाचत न्ही आपल्या फायद्याक पूण हाका लागून आमची सवासकाय पिड्यार जाल्या आनी केन्ना आमची जिवाच्या केन्ना मार बसत तें सांगपा येना आनी इतलेंच न्ही इतली कन्स्ट्रक्शन जालां तांकां हाट्स बांदून दिल्या आनी इतली गार्बेज जी जाता ती आमचे आनी ह्युमन वेस्ट जाता तो आमच्या व्हळांत सोडला व्हळ म्हणल्यार शेतां लागता आनी शेतां आमी भाजी पालो पिकावळ करता शेतां रोयता आनी आयज ती इतली आमची वायट जालां लोकां शेतां पांय घायल्या फोड येता मलेरिया तितली दुयेंस पिडा वाडत गेल्या.
Speaking to Goa365, the chairperson of the Marga Municipal Council, Savio Coutinho, said that he had directed the officials to do the needful.
We are receiving so many letters from the health department regarding malaria being occurring, falciparum malaria, and in such conditions, it is the responsibility of whoever is keeping them to maintain proper hygienic conditions. And if that is not maintained, then we have to act. Accordingly, I have instructed our sanitary inspector and the engineer concerned and to immediately go and inspect tomorrow and put up for action. Action has to be taken, it will be taken.
Don't go away, we'll be right back after the short break with a roundup of events at IFFI 2008. The National Film Development Corporation has organized a film bazaar at Goa Marriott Resort, Miramar from the 26th to the 29th of November on the sidelines of the 39th International Film Festival of India.
The bazaar aims at creating an opportunity for networking and business for producers, filmmakers and distributors. Speaking to Goa365, Neena Lad Gupta, Managing Director of NFDC, spoke about the objectives of the film bazaar.
We have more delegates this year than we did last year.
And in terms of foreign delegates?
More delegates this year, yes. We have about 70 delegates from outside. Well, we're looking at it achieving the objectives for which it's been set up, which is really to enable more interaction and more collaborations between both Indian and foreign players in the film industry, as well as between Indians themselves.
Ms. Gupta also spoke about a Konkani film that the NFDC will be producing.
We just started a new film, a Konkani film, which we began day before yesterday. The shoot began day before yesterday. It's called Man Beyond the Bridge, and it's being directed by Lakshmikant Shidgaonkar. We just started the shoot.
And ma'am, how did you get into this in terms of script?
He applied to us with his project, and we evaluated it and found it a very good project, so we picked it up.
The Swiss film Tandoori Love premiered at the 39th International Film Festival of India on Tuesday in the country focus section of the festival.
The film, directed by Oliver Paulus, is perhaps the first European adaptation of the Bollywood mainstream form of filmmaking and even includes Indian actors.
Well, Tandoori Love is the first so-called Swiss, can call it Swiss Bollywood film. And so I wanted to make a love declaration of Indian cinema and Indian food, and use the spirit of a Bollywood movie, use the colorful, the cheerful, the spicy, loud, emotional Indianness, and put it into a European way of storytelling. Made it for a European international audience. The film is mainly shot in Switzerland. We were based in Interlaken at the Lake of Thun. There's shots on the Jungfrau, which is the glacier. The restaurant where the film's major story is played is in Diemtigen, which is a little small village in a valley of the Bernese mountains. And some of the songs and the end of the film is shot in Jaipur.
The title Tandoori Love is a little unusual for a foreign film, and Mr. Paulus told us about why he hit upon the title.
Well, we were looking for a title that is, of course, representing the film as good as possible, and we have food in the title. It's very much about food. It's love in the title. You have India in the title with tandoori, of course, and it's a title which is easy to understand for the whole world. You can release the film with the same title everywhere. You don't have to change the title. It's a huge advantage for promotion, and it sounds good, the title.
Mr. Paulus further told us about his experience working with Indian actors.
It was fantastic. All the actors really was very easygoing. They were very willing to work with us. They gave a great input. They are fantastic actors, especially Vijay Ras. He's just an amazing actor, and they're very professional. They're really used to work with the camera. And then they play with the camera, they understand, they know exactly what framing it is, and they do it perfectly.
He also told us about his expectations from the audience regarding his film.
Well, of course, I mean, it's a very first screening in India. It's the Asian premiere. And the film has a strong connection to India, so we expect a lot from here, of course. A lot of response. We hope very much to get some good press, to get that people are talking about it, and that it helps us to release the film here.
Mr. Paulus elaborated on his future plans.
I'm working on 3 scripts, on 3 pre-producing films. They're very different from the Tandoori Love. One is a road